Hi everyone, it's early in the morning, so I have to be kind of quiet. Turn the volume up so you can hear me. Um, so lately, the past 3 days, and last night especially, I could feel my conscious mind expanding in a way. I don't know how to describe it, but all at once, I felt euphoria, I felt determination out of nowhere. It just came to me last night. And I just knew something inside of me was changing. Even my little sister, when I texted her this morning, she seemed more serious and more. I don't want to use the word smart. I just did. She wasn't all just relaxed with everything. Now, my mom didn't change. That's a fact. Um, but even my grandparents are changing. Little by little, though, with them. It seems, I'm just making a guess, the more healthy you are and the more you naturally just normally do this stuff, this the when this stuff gets sorry, I keep burping. When this stuff gets stronger, the people who have been practicing it and already have high frequencies in their bodies, those people like me are going to experience this boom of intuition and power earlier. And I'm not like a cult. I'm just telling you statistics. Our bodies interact with the electromagnetic field of the Earth. The Earth's electromagnetic field is expanding, so we are expanding. And I don't want to sound like a hippie, but we are a part of the Earth. We're Earth children. No, we are literally connected to the Earth. Yeah. Um, I don't know what I did yesterday, but I was doing kind of Qigong, and that could have been it, but I still feel it this morning. I did some of it. I'm going to call it an it. My chi workout, where you just flow the chi through the body. Now, I know one where you can put your chi straight into your fingertips, and I stopped doing this because when I first started doing this, I practiced it every single night until I picked my headphones up one day and shot electricity out of my fingers. Not like a feeling of electricity. I shot pure electricity out of my fingers and shocked my brain because I was putting the speaker in here, zap. You know when if you've ever had a taser, there's electricity right there, little amount of electricity. That's what happened. It came out of my fingers, went into my headphones, zap. So then I just, sometimes I'll do it. You go like this, you get your, and then you put these out like this, and you will feel a pressure in your fingertips. If you do it about 10 times, the pressure will be so strong, it feels like your fingertips are going to rip open. So you have to only do it in moderation because it will make you stronger and you will not know how to control it. As we go on, as we I don't want to use ascend. I don't like using that word. As we get stronger, people say we're going to leave our physical bodies. We can already do that. What I'm saying is that we're all changing. And the weaker minded people, the less healthy, are changing slower, but they're still changing. The people like me who are healthy every day, work out every day, learn more every day, those people are changing faster. So it's kind of awesome. I just saw a YouTube ad where a guy was pretty much exploiting America But you know what? I think marketers are starting to do this to get the attention of people, because marketing is very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. It knows what's happening in the media. So it uses that to its advantage. This guy was like, "Do you think you live in a free America?" You hear America, land of the free. And he pauses, and then he shows like acts. I'm like, that had nothing to do with what you were talking about. Absolutely nothing. But the people, because we're changing, are going to see it, and they'll be like, "Hey, I agree with that." A lot of the sheep, I see like people at sheep. These are the lowest possible thinking people. Sheep. They follow, they hear, they believe from word of ear, and they never ask questions. They're the sheep. The kind of smarter sheep, the kind of intuitive sheep, the intuitive person, and the indigo child. I'm the indigo child. Because you can be intuitive and be like, "Why am I living like this? Why is society like this?" Or you can be the sheep with intuition, my little sister, who sometimes questions things like, "Why do we do this?" She'll be really quiet around people, but she'll be like, "Why do we do this?" And then I'd say my younger sister and older sister are both sheep. They're both the intuitive sheep. They got intuition. They have it. They've always had it. My little sister's just a little more quiet. Um, the only friends I actually physically make as real friends, those people are either indigos or intuitive people. Sometimes I will befriend a sheep intuition. Sheep just means you follow the crowd, because sheeps follow the crowd. Bear with me. I could tell that I was changing about 2 years ago, but they were like the sheep, slow, slow changing. I could tell that something in me was changing when I was in the car with my best friend and one of his friends, and I just looked out the window and said, "Change is coming," just out of nowhere. And I said it in my head, and I was looking out the window thinking of my future. Then, a little after that, maybe like a month or so, it's the first time ever in my life I dressed up just to go to dinner with my grandma, my other grandma. I'm like, I've never done this before in my entire life. She didn't tell me to dress up. I chose to. I'm the kind of person that will wear whatever and say, people need to accept me the way I am. People are starting to change and do that now. Just slowly. And the one problem with marketers taking advantage of us becoming awakened, of us noticing shit, is that they're only promoting us to notice more. Because when we notice things, we're not going to care about their products anymore. We never needed any of their products. We never needed any of these things. That's why everyone gets cancer, because we're using unnatural things with our body. Originally, we just hunted, we had sex, we slept, and we protected ourselves. We never really, we bathed in water, because water does get a little bit of dirt off you. But soap wipes away your essential oils on your body, causing dry skin and acne. But we're lied to in the media about that. We're lied to. We're saying, you need this product to get away acne. You need this product to... Every time I grow a little bit, just a little bit, I get some acne on the part that's growing. Because the way I train, iron body conditioning or iron shirt conditioning or whatever you want to call it, the Chinese and Japanese call it two different things. Um, so do Westerners, but barely anyone in Western society where I live study iron body conditioning. And it's the one thing that has made me grow over the past 4 years. It's the one thing that first ever gave me muscle. Working out, lifting weights, I was doing it wrong, but I was doing it every single night for an hour at the gym. I walked like 2 miles to the gym every night. But that didn't do anything until I started iron body conditioning. What you do is you either get metal, a hard surface like a brick, which I use, and you hit your body with it, and it will produce muscle. It's the strangest thing, but that's because it's causing shock. I want to say uh, shock damage. The point of iron body conditioning is that you hit your body, or any body part, with a rough, hard surface, which causes micro fractures, and then they heal very fast, depending on your health, and which makes that bone more dense. It makes your bones extremely dense. I can accidentally kick a wooden, plastic, or metal chair, and then I'll just walk off. I'll be like, oh. I mean, my legs are extremely skinny. It's because I've never worked them out. Because when I started being healthy, my leg accident happened, and I didn't like want to stretch it ever. It was boring to me. But now, in the past 5 days, I've just randomly been stretching it every morning, and it's getting better. 4 years of not improving. Also, walking on earth with no shoes on has helped too. This isn't my breakfast. This is like, I have like a pre-breakfast when I wake up, because if you drink water, at least 16 ounces of water, that's good enough. When you wake up, make sure it's room temperature or warm. You'll get that shiny thing, that shiny skin that black people usually have. I have it, if you've noticed in my other videos. I have it because, one, I go out into the sun, that helps too. Two, I drink water every morning when I wake up, that helps too. It's called skin elasticity, or striations, and water, sun, oh, and iron body conditioning. You see, with bricks are different from, because I used to use copper bars to hit my body with. The problem with doing that with sticks, um, it only hits one part, and it doesn't do any splash damage. That's a good way to put it. It's a nerdy way to say it. It doesn't get a big area. A brick is made out of iron. So when you hit your body, your pores are absorbing a tiny, tiny amount of iron every time you do it. You can do this with any rock. Any rock that has iron, calcium, what it's made out of. I suggest you do not buy a green gemstone unless you want to start looking green, which is, it can happen, but over years. I've been doing it for 5 years. I would be bigger by now if I didn't use the sticks, because the sticks only improve one muscle. Bricks will improve three at once. I started doing it to my head because I said, hey, if I can have extremely powerful bones, what's stopping me from having an extremely strong head? I mean, I already do, because I grew up having seizures my whole life. So I've always fallen, but only the top of my head is indestructible. It's the most dense part of my body. If I get hit on the top of the head, It will not affect me. Um, what I more enjoy is increasing the bone density I have. If I'm just skinny my whole life, like that's fine. But having strong bones, not from milk, that's not true. Milk is almost plastic. Fat-free milk will make you fatter because it has more sugar in it. Sugar is what makes you fat, not fat. Fat is good for you from good things, sources like coconut oil or avocados. Avocados have the highest concentration of fat. What you have to do, because fat will give you energy, it will. You exercise, and then you eat some avocados or coconut oil. Get some natural fat in, even though none of the products in America are natural anymore, even if they say organic. It's a marketing technique because they can just slap any natural label on anything. So what's stopping them from putting certified USDA, certified organic project, or whatever? So a word of advice. Um, if you have thinned blood, in other words, if you drink alcohol, do not do iron body conditioning. You will be cut. When you have thin blood because you're an idiot and you drink alcohol, um, you're more likely to get cut very easily and bleed because alcohol is a blood thinner, just like fish oil pills. Fish oil pills are healthy for you, though, depending on which one you get. Yeah, depending on which brand and where it's from. Just like how I found a cancer curing mushroom last night on Google that is less known here but given to only royal families in China. No, Japan. Japan and China. Japan cultivates them in an enclosed area. So if you are going to get them, you get them from Japan. They are quite literally over $100 if you get them from Japan because they're the highest quality. And you want to get the red ones. They're called not Reiki, Raiji. I'm pretty sure it's Reiji, something like that. What it does is it regulates blood pressure, maximizes immune system so you never get sick. It doesn't do much to your third eye. That's what I understood from watching like 20 videos of it last night. It doesn't really seem to. It just seems to. I mean, any supplement will help your pineal gland in a way, in a small way. But I want to know a drug that doesn't activate it, it makes it grow. I want to know a drug that makes your pineal gland grow. I can decalcify it, but all the things in this society calcify your pineal gland very fast. So even if you decalcify it, it will become calcified again from drinking water. That's one of the things. I don't know if there's fluoride in your water, but there is where I live. Little microscopic bits. But if you drink tons of water a day, you're getting fluoride. If you have a medication you're on, it has fluoride in it because it's made with the water of fluoride. If you use toothpaste, the fluoride from the toothpaste, which is a higher concentration, gets absorbed through your cheek cells. No matter what, unless you buy Tom's toothpaste, that's a no fluoride brand. Uh, There are ways to semi-ignore fluoride, but mostly there are not. You just kind of have to live with it until we notice it more, and then we remove it. Because it will happen. I swear to God, there will either be a mini war or a just huge complication in society for a few years because people are awakening and they're going to be angry that they've been controlled for so long. Also, I'm going to do the iron conditioning thing under my chin. That way, if my chin gets hit, which will knock someone out instantly, um, I'm going to do this all over my face. That's why my face will look very muscular, which I don't know will look weird, but it will be very protected, which is what I want. I already have done it to my jaw a few times, and my jaw is very strong. Um, yeah. I mostly do it. Um, I mostly do iron body conditioning to protect me from my epilepsy, my seizures. So when I fall, nothing hurts me. I get up and I'm perfectly fine. Because some people will cut themselves, they'll get huge bruises. That doesn't happen to me. It never does. I just want to find a cure. And since the earth is changing, people's health problems may go away, especially if we stop eating the bullshit we eat. Hell, I ate ice cream yesterday with rice milk. Rice milk tastes hella good. It's like drinking Rice Krispie treats. It's so good. But if you make natural almond milk or natural rice milk, you're going to throw up because it's disgusting. Yes, they put additives in natural rice milk or natural almond milk, especially those square containers that are made out of like cardboard, and they have a screw-off cap, like from Almond Love or Almond Joe. No, I think it's called Almond Love. I think that's one of the almond milk brands. They all have additives in them, which make them taste good. Because if they didn't, it would taste like shit. Um, Sorry, I'm just looking at my plants. They're growing really fast. What I don't know is if I should plant them in the ground. You see, what I did was I used oxygenated water on my plants, and now they're growing rapidly fast. Just doing the water pour, do that for like 5 straight minutes. You've got like extremely fast growing plants. Let me show you. Before I end this video, let me show you. A week and a half. These grew this big in a week and a half. That and I attached neodym neodymium magnets, I can never say that word, to the sides and superglue them to the sides so there'd be an electromagnetic field around the plant, and the plant's electromagnetic field would interact with the magnets. electromagnetic field, and it works. So oxygenated water plus an electromagnetic field. I just learned this because I said, hey, if magnets affect certain parts of the body, alkaline parts of the body, then why don't plants do the same thing? So I'm going to go now. Hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. No, I'm not doing a devil thing. Okay, bye everyone.